Make sure you watch this entire video absolutely free. Game breakdown. I have 3 bangers for you Saturday, Sunday. I got 2 Saturday, 1 Sunday. I am going to start with one of my Saturday games, of course. Got to go in order. This one, I don't even really need to dig too much into the numbers. This Washington USC matchup. These are 2 teams that have high-flying offenses, 2 teams that have Heisman candidate quarterbacks. Caleb Williams, maybe not so much now after 2 losses, but he's still premier, and he's still a special player. So Washington beat Stanford 42-33 the last time they were on the field. 22 first downs, 460 yards. Penix, of course, balled out as he always does and as he has been last year. They are ranked 5th in the nation right now, sitting right outside of that playoff race. Important game for both teams, but really important for Washington if they want to get into the playoffs. Of course, they have a top-tier offense. Their passing numbers are pretty much number 1 across the board in the country. And their receiving numbers are very good. Defensively, they're okay. They're not super duper duper, but they're getting the job done, obviously, enough to win the games because their offense does so much. Like, for example, they're giving up 264 passing yards a game, a completion rating of 58%, 20.6 points per game, but they're scoring so many that it doesn't really come into play. Now, USC, on the other hand, they barely beat Cal 50-49. They lost 2 games before that. They have a very, very, very bad defense, Swiss cheese defense. I have talked about this over and over and over and over again. They're 7-2. They're 20th in the country. They still have a lot to play for. Caleb Williams he needs to get his stock back up because it has dropped big time in the past few weeks. He needs to get that stock back up. They're giving up a lot of turnovers. Yes, they score points, but they're giving up a lot of turnovers, and they need to fix that. So I believe that Caleb Williams gets his act together in this game and realizes that he better finish off the year strong if he wants to keep his stock good. But their defense is really bad. Like I said, they're giving up like 33 points a game. Not good stuff. Both top 10 in offensive categories. Washington, a little higher in both. USC has gone over the point total in 6 straight games in 8 of their last 9. And they've scored 43 points or more in all but 1 of their 5 games played at home. Washington has scored 40-plus in 2 of their last 3 on the road. Now, this game has shootout written all over it. 2 premier quarterbacks. Defense is not so great, especially USC's defense, which is really bad. I'm going over, and I say something in my videos, and I said it on the podcast a couple times, the OSB show. Don't be afraid to go under low totals. Don't be afraid to go over high totals. I'm going over 76.5 on this one on BetMGM. Lock it in, clock it in, baby. And I will be back for more. Make sure you subscribe to this page, turn those notifications on, hit that like button, leave us a comment, become part of that comment crew. We got our boy Curtis Golden getting a T-shirt here. He won the T-shirt contest on the last video. It was a loser, Tennessee Titans. But we hit Texas Tech. If you follow that OSB podcast, there's going to be more games for Friday and Saturday as well. So make sure if you're watching this video, you watch that OSB podcast video as well. I love you guys. I will be right back for another college football.